Hey everyone, and welcome back to World War II Solitaire board game channel. And another fresh off the printer episode, which is very quite uncommon. I don't really do a lot of print and play games, but when they just require me to print out some pages, I'm cool with it. Then I don't have any excuses. I mean, I don't have the time to cut out counters and stuff, but printing a few pages, I can do that. So today we're going to take a look at RollinKrieg, which is a game by Miguel Duran. Miguel Duran is an independent designer from Colombia. And I think this game was, or I know it was originally released in Latin Spanish language, but also got an English release. There was a few what should I call, translation errors in the first edition, but I have helped Miguel Duran straighten them out. So the new edition of RollinKrieg, which you can find on the Wargamer Vault, is greatly improved and I mean, very easy to understand. So this is a roll and write solitaire game, and it is part of his Roll to War game series. So let's go ahead and take a look. The only thing you need here for this game is going to be these pages of rules, and then it's going to be a pen, an eraser, and a few d6. So the game has a few pages of rules, a lot of good examples on how the stuff works. We get a lot of pictures explaining, and I think it has a very logical way of in the order that it describes the rules of the game. You can see there's quite big text, and that's the stop here. There, I got a special thanks to Daniel Niemi for his comments about English translation and support. Thank you very much, Miguel, and I hope I pronounce your name correct. So anyway, RollinKrieg is these pages, and then we have this, which is going to be our to help us roll, and then we have this, which is essentially the map of the game. Let's see if I can fit it all here on the screen for you, and then my dice tower as well, and a few dice. So that's all you're gonna need. Print out these pages, get yourself some d6, you can never get enough of those, and then I have this pen I like to use, which is both a pencil and an eraser. So the first, this is not gonna be a playthrough video, this is kind of a review video, or like a preview video. I am gonna do a full playthrough later on, but now I just want to show you how this game works. So RollinKrieg, we are a Russian soldier who have just arrived to the city of Stalingrad. It describes that we go over the river and we arrive to the smoldering city of Stalingrad. Our mission, this is our map, and this is, you can see I can't remember the name of that fountain, but the very famous Parmeley or whatever, Stalingrad fountain, and we have a part of the city of Stalingrad here, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 building blocks. And our mission is, as a lone soldier, to clear out these building blocks. And what we have to do is we have to visit, each building block have 6 locations, and we have to visit at least 4 of each without losing all of our, let's see, where's the life? All of our life. So the first thing we're going to do is note our morale, which is here. And then we're going to note our energy, which is 10. And then we are going to note our life, which is at 6. And we start with the Mosin Nagant with 5 in ammunition. And the time, you can ignore that because that's used in advanced parts of the game. And again, with this pencil, I can just, when I move to the next step, I can just erase. But of course, you can use cubes as well if you don't want to be doing that with the pencil all the time. So what happens next is we're going to roll a d6 to see where on the map we are going to start. And we roll a 2, and that means our soldier is going to start right over there. So let's see where I want to move now. I want to move into the building, and as we move in the streets, we're going to have to roll here on this in the streets chart. So a lot of bad stuff can happen to us. If we roll, for example, a 2, we get shot by a sniper. If we roll a 4, we get shot by a machine gun. So pretty bad stuff can happen. Only really on a 6 something good happens, which is 6 cover artillery. You can advance to a new cell. So you kind of have to plan out the way you want to move. I want to move in the direction of this MG machine gun because I want to take him out, and that's going to make the machine gun in the street a lot less lethal. So I kind of want to avoid moving here in the streets. So of course we're going to take the shortest route. You can run by spending 1 energy. You can move 2 squares. A normal movement will only be 1 square. But however, you can only run in the street. You cannot run inside the building blocks. So I think I cannot run inside. I have to take that first step. Okay, so now we have to roll on in the streets. And we roll a 6. Cover artillery. You can advance to a new cell. So that's perfect. So we go ahead and move into the building. So what happens now is I have to roll to see which building block we have. We have 6 different building blocks. So we roll a d6 again. What? There we go, 1. So it's gonna be this first building block. And we can see here that in 2 of these building blocks we have machine gunners, and 2 of them we have snipers. This is vital information because that means even though I only have to visit 4 locations in this building block, I might want to visit all of them to try and hunt down that machine gunner. So anyway, we are in the first one. We're gonna roll now to see what happens in the first square of the first building block. We roll a 1. So a 1. They throw you a grenade. You must run to an explored cell and you lose 1 energy. And morale goes down. So that is pretty bad. So first of all, I lose 1 energy. And I lose 1 morale. So that's going to give me a negative die roll modifier in battle. And that also means, again, you must run to an explored cell. So that means I have to only 1 place to go, and that is outside again. So we go outside again. So one important note about moving is that you can never move backwards in the street, only inside building blocks. However, I'm not too sure actually about the rules now that I have visited that location. What would happen if I were to enter again? Since there's only 6 things that can happen. Oh, I guess okay. So that's I should just roll on that one again. So I simply, let's see, I have decreased my morale and my energy. All right. So I simply move in again to the same location, and I roll another d6 and hope for not a 1. Okay. So I find a rifle Mauser K98K. So let's see, that's the Mauser. You can have a total of 2 weapons. So that's cool. So I have a second weapon now. And it has full ammo. And let's see, I want to go to this cell here on the left side. You see there are small numbers. Perhaps you cannot see them. I will bring the camera closer. There are small numbers here in the corner of each block, and they are combat numbers. So you want to avoid the high numbers, and you want to go to the low numbers, because if you get in a firefight in these high numbers, you're gonna have a little bit of problem to make it out alive, because you need to roll that plus the combat value to actually win that combat. See if I can get my camera back in order here. There we go. All right, so let's see what we want to do. There's no easy way to do it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go to the left. And we roll 5, so we have a fire combat. If I win, morale will go up, but if I lose, morale will go down. Okay, so we will fire with our Mauser, because the Mauser has a +2, the Mosin Nagant only has a 1 +1, and that's the die roll modifier, and I have a -1 because of my low morale. So we see the number here is a 2, the combat value of the square, and the combat value of the fight is a 3. So you add those together, 2 + 3, that's a 5. So I need to roll a 5 to win this combat. Let's see. We have the K98, or 98K, however it's pronounced. It has a +2. Sum 2 to result in combat of fire. So I will get to roll 2 dice on this one. That is pretty good. Okay, so we have a 7, and then we have a +2, so that is a 9, and a -1 there, unfortunately, but it's still an 8. So that's pretty cool. However, we rolled 2 dice, so we have to decrease ammunition by 2. But it felt like I needed to do that to survive. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. Let's see, if I win, morale goes up. Okay, so my morale is back at normal now. Another cool thing if you get high morale is that if the enemy throws grenades at you, you can throw them back at the enemy. So go ahead and go up north. And we roll again. And we get a 4. Close combat. You win, you find ammunition, and morale goes up. So the combat value of this block is 2, and the close combat value here is 2. So to fight in close combat, you have to spend energy. You have to spend 1 energy for every D6 that you decide to roll. And let's see, close combat, you win, you find ammunition, and morale goes up. Okay, so if I lose, I'm gonna lose 1 point of health, and I need to roll a 5. Let's see, a 5. Yeah, that is a 4. Okay, I could roll a 4, I guess. Okay, so I'm just gonna spend one energy point for that. And I need to roll a 4. I roll a 3. So unfortunately for me, that costs me 1 life point. So I'm down to 5 in health. If I lose all of it, I'm dead and the game is lost. Let's see, does anything else happen? Nope. So I go now to the last cell that I need for this location. And I roll again. I roll a 4 again, so we have another close combat. This time I am going to go ahead and spend instead 2 dice. I need to roll a 4. Sorry, a 5 this time because the combat value is 3 here. So we win. We roll 5 and 6. Only one of them needs to be a 5. Close combat. If you win, you find ammunition. +1 in ammunition and morale goes up. So let's start by increasing our morale by 1. And then we're going to go ahead and add ammunition to our Mauser rifle. Unfortunately, we didn't find that MG42. We needed to roll a 3 for that, but I don't think I'm gonna stick around. It feels like a mistake, so I'm gonna go ahead and move out on the street. That's a dangerous place, man. Well, okay, I'm moving down on the street, and then I'm actually spending 1 energy again to run. So I run to that position and we roll a 4. MG34 burst, -1 life point, and morale goes down. This is a hard game, my friends. So I lose 1 morale and 1 life point. So I go ahead and spend 1 more energy and run again. And this time I actually go ahead and run to the MG34 nest. So we still have to roll a d6, and the d6 is a 5. Fire combat. If you win, you find a Mauser rifle. Okay, so with the fire combat, we have a combat value, no combat value there. So the combat value is going to be a 2, so I only need 2 to win. However, I am going to go ahead and spend 2 rounds because I will fill up on ammo now. So 9, because you add them together with the Mauser, and excuse me, you find ammunition. So I have 2. Okay, so we have now captured the MG34. So we mark off the first MG34. There is a total of 3, and that means that next time the MG34 fires at me, on a roll to 5 to 6, we roll a d6. On a roll of 5 to 6, it doesn't hurt me. So that's pretty important to capture the snipers and the MG34s. Anyway, we're going to move now to the left. And we roll a 3. Fire combat. Okay, there's only a combat. This is a value of 2, and we have 1 on the map, so we only need to roll 3. I'm going to go ahead and use my Mosin Nagant. And the Mosin Nagant has a +1 die roll modifier. And we roll a 6, so that's a 7, so I'm safe. If you win, you find ammunition, 2+ ammunition, and morale goes up. So that is cool, because that means I now have high morale, and I also find 2 ammunition. And I guess you can choose which ammunition you get, so I choose 1 for the Mosin Nagant, 1 for the Mauser. And then we go ahead and move inside the building, and we roll now to see which building block it is. It is building block number 3. And now we roll for combat. We roll a 5. Fire combat 2. You win, you find ammunition. And the combat value is 2 here. The combat value is 2 here, so I need to roll a 4. I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 Mosin Nagant shots. I need to roll, this is the combat value again is 2 plus 2. So I need to roll a 4, but the Mosin Nagant has a +1, and I have a +1 in morale. So instead of rolling a 4, I actually only need to roll a 2. And I roll a 6 and a 2, so I'm good. And you win, you find ammunition. So I'm going to add up on the ammunition on the Mauser. And I'm going to stop there, mate. So again, this is RollinKrieg by Miguel Duran. And it's part of his Roll for War print and play combat series. So I think it's, for the price of this game, I think it's a very neat little game. I think the mechanics with the unique building blocks and how you can decide yourself how you want to explore this map, how you best want to tackle it. You can spend also energy to get life points. I think for free life points you get, free energy points you get a life point. You can also use energy to focus and get a +1 or +2 die roll modifier for combat and for the blocks here and the street. So I think it's a very interesting game. Explore blocks, yeah, so this block here is explored. That is block number 1, so we should mark that off. So anyway, this is RollinKrieg. So if you like how it looks, you can. I will give you a link in the description on where you can buy this game. I think it's like a few dollars maybe. And of course, I'm gonna do a playthrough video of this as well. So stay tuned to the channel. If you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. And stay tuned for the playthrough video, which is coming. See you next time. Thanks for watching.